of the morning, my fellow peasants. How are you doing? I'm late in, but I'm ready for some Eorzea. Apologies I'm late, I got myself lost in a little whirlwind, as I'm sure many of you are also finding yourself finding out about all the new things that are happening, speaking with friends, glorifying the quarantine as well as fearing it that's going on, and I got a bit late. And I'm fluctuating to now I just need some games. Oh, the good games that are coming out. So that marathon yesterday was absolutely dank on P4G. I freaking love that. And we got to a pretty juicy part of 14 last. Actually, it was alright. Error boss mate, hello. Just heads up, Twitch still says the category is Persona. Thank you, Error boss mate. Nothing gets past his eyes. Oh yeah, so it does. So I'm gonna change that. The category is a big deal on Twitch. How are you, mate? How are you? Hello, Silao, Team DRC, Baron, Vampy Ghost, and Death. Good to see you guys. Right. What to do today in Eorzea? Let's quarantine and chill. What do I do? Do we need a bit of Hildebrand? Some gentleman goodness? Or do I continue the main line? I know you guys pick. I'm at your whim. Hello Icefire, how are you mate? Got here before the notification. Good man, how many of you actually got one? How was the pizza? Well, Rat King, like most pizzas, well actually, I shouldn't say like most. Back in the day I could smash a whole pizza and think nothing of it. I only got halfway through and I was laid up in bed all last night like, oh. I can't handle pizzas like I used to, which I'm so glad for. I used to be a fat, fiendish, gluttonous boy. So the fact that I can't handle a whole pizza now, it might sound wimpy and unmanly, but I'm glad of it. I am a fat soul, deep, deep down inside. I'm just holding it together, even now, really. My GameStop is closed. I don't know how I'm going to get P5R. Oh, can't you go digital, bro? Can't you go digital? I think my GameStops and like CX, I think they're opening one day a week here in the UK. I think they've somehow convinced people it's critical. It's critical business to stay open at least once a week. Gamers need their games. So what do? Continue mainline. Let's get to Shadowbringers. Alright. We do that. Right, we got Bitbeer, we got Conrad. We heard about the primary excellent work. If you are looking for Arenvold and his unit, they are currently investigating reports of suspicious activity in the area. Righto. Alright, we had a really great win against the Empire. Great win. Great victory. I wonder what Xenos is going to do. He also... What did he do to Fordola when she failed? Oh yeah, he promised her some gnarly old power. I think he's going to do something to her. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone, but I should probably start at the beginning. '14 storytelling. Yeah. Alright, incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Lenora. Take pride in that. It must be said that there is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. That they were. Indeed, there are several aspects of this instance which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana, that sounds right, supply of crystal must remain limited for the foreseeable future and ambient ether levels closely observed. Morning, Miss Azzy. Heyo. Pez, I hate to tell you this these troubled times, but you seem to have a giant hole in your chest. Oh, is the green screen playing up? Yeah, this is the other tea for anyone who ain't seen it. So I'm going to be doing loads of them. The carby tea. Well, that's nice. Yeah, the green screen's going nuts on it, though. Look how sassy that carby is. Very sassy. Hello, Fika. You alright, mate? How's you doing? Have you got work off? Right. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and Vera on how to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then, what news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it's time to advance east. Oh no. We're getting militaristic now, finally! He was almost empathetic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the War of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Thank you, Pippin. Thank you. Someone else taking the slack for a bit. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Monago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Whoa! First schmeckies of the day. And what a glorious day it will hopefully be. Cloud 7, mate. 2 weeks till FF7 Arpez. And 4 days, is it? Until Persona 5 Royal. Oh, I might have to do some weekend streaming. We'll make the most of our time here. Yeah, I've got to get that P4G going. Alright, Carminagi. It looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a proper welcome. Oh, I love that Mikote thing. Does that make me a weeb if I like the little leg hitch? That makes me a weeb, doesn't it? Hey, it's Raquel. What's up, mate? My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion. A succulent Chinese meal. I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of Veladina. Alright. Let's go have some grub-a-dub. Things are getting relaxed. Oh, 14 does have a beautiful sky, though. Hey, oh, Monago's got a cracking sister. Presuming she's a sister. Where is she? Honoured guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. I'm vegan. I suppose there's some fruit. Oh, what spread? 3 whole chickens, though. Jesus Christ. 3 chickens and fruit. That's the best cooking this side of Veladina. Chicken and fruit. Right. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honoured to break bread with you and your family. Or break chicken leg. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Yeah, well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Oh, that's it, Lisa. Get loose. The ear twitches are really cute, especially on males. Yeah, Mikotis are a little bit of magic, they are. Way, evil god. Evil god. I hope you're not going into your quarantine funds, mate. You were generous yesterday. So appreciated, bud. Alright, she wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. Tash can't, neither can I. I used to be able to cook. Is anyone else like me? You're a bit of a lazy cook, you know, anything that can go in a microwave. Anything that can be assembled on a plate quickly. Right, you know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. Right, so Lise's sister is obviously dead. She was Ida. Does she have anyone else alive? And my father would come from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us even have that. Theodoric Gaius. Wait, who's Theodoric? Who's that? I obviously know Gaius is, but Theodoric. I don't remember who that is. Of course, Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. If it's frozen pies that oven only, then I bung them in the microwave. No. Surely you don't. You goddamn savage. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts and they treat us like them. They push and they push and they... Until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or summons a god. False god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? I don't know. All power corrupts. What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die, nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. There is no justice, just us. This is a deep topic. This is actually kind of what I got delayed coming to 14 for. I was listening to some podcasts about people discussing what the psychological, geopolitical stratosphere will be underlined with through this entire coronavirus situation. What will be the benchmark? How will we look back on all of this, and what are the changes to come? Alright, there's no justice, just us. Yeah, I don't want to get too political right now because I'm very politically charged right now. Do you know, yesterday Britain had a big old quiz. There's somebody who's doing like online quizzes. I think they did something in the UK where everyone went out and cheered at a certain time. But anyway, this quiz, I'm just mind blown. They had 180,000 live viewers for it. That's what I'm taking away from British people. They miss a good old pub quiz. Hello, Yogi Ryan. Yogi Ryan. Pez, did you ever play FF11? I went on it like once for like an hour, like way after the fact, just to see what it was about, because I knew how many people were addicted to it. But yeah, I never really played it. Did anyone play 11 back in the day? How would you cross compare it to 14? Hello, Alex Franco. Probably none. Maybe Yogi Rhyme. Maybe you're right. Maybe nothing will change. I know, that's why we're here, isn't it? Oh, that armpit fetish. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded best in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Can I do a Yoski and join you? I want to join you. Man, Lise has such nice hair. And I'm still calling her Lise. It's a beautiful way to pronounce her name. Right, tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Lenora. To be honest, I'm going to admit, I used to call the 11 the master race. Then I tried to convince myself it was Vieira, but it's Makoti, isn't it? Makoti is the master race. I can't deny it any longer. They're bloody lovely. Okay. Well, that was nice. A bit of chill downtime. Right, there's something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Hrothgars for the win. I don't see any Hrothgars. Like, it's scarce I see another Hrothgar. I mean, are you a Hrothgar? Hell no, you ain't. You are Master Race Makoti. What about you? What are you? Oh, Master Race Makoti again. Wow, that's such a cool mount. Have you gone for, is that an intentional lightning look? Mashu? Hello, mate. Master Race Makoti, man. What else we got? Oh, another Master Race Makoti, lovely. we got two Master Races. Oh, we got another Master Race. Jesus Christ, I've only just realised how many of you are Makotis. And what the fuck are you supposed to be, Jazura? Sinister bugger. I know. You're looking pretty dang. Oh my god, look at his little nose. I wish sheep looked like that in real life. They're so adorable. Dead as fudge. Okay. Okay, it's fun, but there's a lot of hurdles to overcome if you're used to modern game design. What, for 11? I'm interested to start in 11, but I feel like it's way too late. Didn't they like do some sort of discontinuation, but then the director managed to get more funds for it? But I don't know, what was sick about 11? Because I've got other skills. Need I remind you, I'm one of the finest hunters this tribe has ever seen, and speak for yourself. I don't remember you being a master culinarian. So if your mother's food is good, why are you such a terrible cook? Alright, that was a little bit of back and forth. Oh, Semichroma. Oh, Vieira. Wow, that's such a badass mount though. How the hell did you get that? Where's that from? That's so nice. Alright, I trust you are well rested and refreshed. Then let us return to the front. I love that. 1 day of rest is all we get. Jesus. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now. I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Years ago, a friend of mine actually made her hair into Sarah's style at school. Oh, that would have been lovely. What, she dyed it pink as well? Oh, but then I tried to dye it like Reno's hair and got a week's detention. Were you not allowed to dye your hair in school? I mean, that seems like a personal freedom. That seems unconstitutional. And I'm a Brit, I don't even know what the Constitution is. Speak with the Alliance recruit. Okay, we're heading into the peaks, guys. You ready? Hey, we've got Erebus on a Pegasus. Alright. Head out! Yum yum! By the way, oh, we did do the Leviathan Extreme. Oh yes, what a victory that was. Woo! I'm in great danger. 1 HP. Angry mobs. Okay. I think we have at least one Hrothgar, do we? Dublis, I'm playing Neo Automata at the moment. Oh, is it your first time? Oh, mate, I envy you. Oh, I envy you. Yeah, in all of the new games that I want to play, and there's a great many of them, redoing Type 0 and Neo Automata. The screen only showing Twitch chat again. Oh, what? This screen up above me. Let me have a look. Is it? Can they tell? It's too small. Hold on. Mizazi, Sephirox. Oh, I think it is. I don't think YouTube is showing on this chat above. Alright, just Twitch is running this. Some YouTube chat issue. Make sure, Twitch people, you're highly banterific. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. Is that a chick? I think it's a chick. We'd be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base operation in the peaks. Give a shout to the lady as you pass. Hey. Nice. We're regaining territories. We're fortifying. I'm liking this. It feels like we're fighting back against the Empire in a meaningful and significant way. YouTube is shitting itself again. I blinked and the world was overruled by Vieiras. For me, if we said virus. Bit of that Tanuk theme. Ooh.
Alliance and resistance soldiers, eager for battle.
Is the volume okay?
Jokes as we marched east towards the peaks.
Yeah.
Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat.
Wait, which city? The locks and the city.
But we beat the Imperials back, just like that.
Ooh.
And we liberated a village.
Nice.
The first of many.
Oh, those are dank. Those are dank cannons. Purple. I'm loving the colour scheme, guys. As my Vieira's hair shows you. Oh, that's a nice little shot. That. Yeah, that feels badass. I like that Final Fantasy 14 throws you into these sort of 4 or 5 character dynamics that you venture with. You know, what 1 minute it's oh god, how much? Oh, I don't want to forget her name because she was one of the best characters ever. Who was our Shiva? Who was our Shiva maiden? Yeah. Oh man, I'm so bad with names now. It's so frustrating me. Isolate. How am I saying that? I had it on my tongue, but I can't get the pronunciation right. I saw the words, but did I just call it Isolate and I said it wrong? Isolate. It is that. Okay. Yeah, like you'll be with those two, like you'll be like with those two, and then you'll be with like another group of three, like Krill and Alphino maybe. And it kind of feels like that old Final Fantasy party setup. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, a nice farmer's breakfast, a simple yet delightful dish of potatoes, and lightly scrambled eggs will fill you up before a day of tilling the fields. Hey, thank you, Prophecy. Brecky's on Prophecy. I'll have one of them. Nice old farmer's breakfast. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatorus where they did. Are these all supposed to be like Roman sounding names, I guess? See those three towers to the east? That's her. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're now waiting for us in Alighieri. Is that volume okay? I really can't discern. They killed Isolate far too early. Would have loved her as a scion. Yeah, Isolate, her Mon Breeder, they did even sooner. Just wondering who's gonna die next. No spoilers. No spoilers. Although I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler question, but simply yes or no. Is someone else I hold dear going to die between here and Shadowbringers? Okay, fringes. Wait, where the shit am I heading? I'll follow Monargo to Alighieri. Wait. Monargo, where have you gone? Oh, wait, it's this way. Wait, Alighieri, where is it? Oh, right, all down there. Okay, yeah. Alighieri, new area. Alright, no fates along the way, sad. Okay, let's check it out. Ooh. It's quite nice, this area. You really do not want us to answer that question, Pez. Who's going to die next? Probably you. Who always forgets Papalimo? Ada! Ada! Why do I put up with you, Ada? No, Papalimo went out like a bloody champ. Bloody hero. Oh, ooh, there's a hunt. Mood Sood. Okay, no point in me fighting them. I'm liking this little Far Eastern jingle. Yes. Okay, there's gonna be more death. Right, guess we're going in here. What the hell is that? Is that a hunt one as well? Highwing Chibuli. Or am I getting the symbol mixed up? Does that not mean it's a hunt? Oh, it's a bit of hench crystal over there. They should erect a statue for Papa. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Hey! Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We're about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatorus. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to get yourselves and join us when you're ready. The barn be stepping up. I really want my girl Canny Santa to step up. Like I always got like a really, really powerful vibe from her, especially in that like war scene where she's like stood on top of the hill. I know, she always just seemed very magical and powerful. Oh, they were both normal mobs pairs. Is it just because the level I'm at, it's got that symbol, or so that's why the village was unharmed? Ooh. I don't know why the Imperials would abandon Alighieri without a fight, but I'm glad they did. It's too suspicious. It's too suspicious. Xenos is going to trap us. I can feel it. Rather cavalier of them. Uncharacteristically so. I feel like we're taking some bait. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Here's where we find the entire bottom of this place is filled with TNT. Nah, she's busy keeping the trees safe. Got the email, my first class edition is on the way. Did I get mine? I don't think so. I don't think so. But wait, what do you mean it's been dispatched? Surely not. Oh man, I'm going to be so hyped when that first class edition comes. How many of you go? In fact, what versions of FSM Remake are you all going for? Anyone else going first class? I mean, it's pretty hefty money. Alright, that everyone, then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatorus will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender, this is why I love Alphano. This is why he's dank. To surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path of Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatorus and Castrum Arbania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. I mean, yeah, if they've shoehorned us in here, then obviously they know where we're going to attack next. So they might have surrendered this base just so they know where we are on the map. And some of the next places we'll go. And then I'm going to lay a trap. I don't know. I say we burn the place to the ground. But of course that's a stupid shit idea. Oh, Xenos, what are you doing, man? Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatorus quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation of a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatorus. During this time, I would hold the signs in reserve at Alighieri to deal with Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Have we got a new dungeon coming up? I can smell it. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely on too much on Lenora after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. I don't know, Lisa's she's a bit crazy. I think she's got a bit of the bloodlust going on. I'm just going to give a word of caution. Don't have to be involved in everything, Lisa. You're going to die at this rate. I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alizé can stay with Lenora. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. Alizé. Alizé. I love this girl. You have your orders. Dismissed. A nuke would be useful right now. I got digital deluxe. Already got digital. Oh, digital. Digital. Sabrina buying the deluxe. I mean, I've got a steel case fetish. I just love them. They're all shiny. They're like a magpie to them. Just steel case. By the way, a lot of crazy shit's happening with Half-Life, isn't it, right, lately? I keep seeing Half-Life stuff pop up. I think there's a really amazing fan remake, and is it Alex or something? What are they planning? Oh wait, those chambers. Oh, Creel's in one. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, some saucy Fedola roundabout.
Oh, my head.
Oh god, what have they done to her? Uh-oh. They've done some operations. Yeah, the Alex thing is official, yeah. Oh,
Let us see.
Oh no. I'm hoping that's just a prison that they've put Krill in, like a really high person of importance prison. I hope they ain't going to do anything else to her.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
That's it, 14. Get some of that sexiness in. That sinister sexiness. I'm getting a lot of sinister sexiness from 14. Wow, so she almost would have died. She looked impressive. Hello, Fedola.
What have you done to me?
Hello. Black Messes, the fan project. Yeah, that's it. They've done an incredible job.
Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects. We lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Right, yep.
This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Eorzea.
Ooh, that's interesting. Some actual Empire backstory. Okay, so they're genetically different, can't wield magics, and they were subjugated because of it. Is any, come on, people. Is anyone thinking Fedola's looking a bit delicious right now? She looks like a snack on a slab. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's Persona 4 Golden. It's got me all in a pervy tizzle.
Was replete with vast deposits of cerulean, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage.
Okay. Bit louder. Is that okay? Hello, Naomi. Okay, cold area, but lots of...
It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire.
FF6 style.
Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome.
Oh, that's what he's done.
Enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics.
Oh.
Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court.
Oh.
Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
Okay.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Oh, of course she's not. She's what's her? Is she Alamegan, but she's part of the Skulls tribe. Skulls a tribe, or Skulls are a Garlean named faction. She's from them, right? I don't think Full Fantasy Pervert ever stopped. Why not? I just enjoy what I see. I just enjoy what Square Enix serve me.
Alamegan, through and through.
Yeah, Alamegan, yeah.
What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alighieri was recently occupied by the
Go on.
Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent.
This her performance in the
Provide an
field.
ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Okay.
Your skulls, was it?
Yeah.
They have joined the garrison at the watchtower.
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
Oh man, I kind of don't want to beat Fordola.
Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time.
She's gonna get in big trouble.
There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Yeah? I love these Garlean cutscenes. They're always so very succulent. See what I mean? Oh my god, Swankrid! Swankrid, you sneaky grey fox, you. Or silver, sorry, not grey, silver. Oh, Swankrid. This guy. Man, he's got real sneaky over this expansion. Since the days he was butt naked in front of... Was there a dragon? No, he was butt naked in the wild and he had to kill a bear. I still can never get Thancred's butt cheeks out of my mind. If ever burned in there. Although, did I make that up? Did we actually see, when Thancred was arse naked in the wild, did we actually see butt cheeks? Or as my brain recreated it? I can see it. I can see the shape of Thancred's arse. Have I made that up? More like Stankrid. Why Stankrid? Stankrid? You mean Dankrid? I just can't remember Icefire. Well, I don't remember Arscrid. With a nutkin. Wait, there was a little... Was there an... I can't remember the scene. Was there a little acorn that it covered? It's so full of fire in it and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Okay. Ooh, a nice new chest. It's just a shame. I'm quite liking this little red kinky robe I've got going. I mean, the armor value must be terrible. I guess there's chainmail under there. Let's change it. Let's see what else we got. Where's my armor? Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's not it. How do I do it? How do I do it, mate? How do I change my armor? I'm a fucking idiot. I can't remember anything. It's character, right? Oh, there we go. Wait, is that... Oh, that chest isn't actually better. Oh, okay. I always just go on the recommended. And it says ready to part Alighieri when you are. Okay. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvold's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. And Arenvold, he's getting some stage time. Hey, look at this crew. We got a here, just a regular old here. It's amazing how few people just want to be regular old human. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's got 4 arms. Oh. Oh, it's a piece of armor. Wow, what barding is that? That looks nutty. Wow, barding. Sephiroth barding. Oh, of course it's the Sephiroth. Oh, yes. Right, where are we heading to? Patrol, White Rock for Imperial forces. Let's head out into the wild. suit up on your favourite mounts, guys. I want to see, what's your favourite mounts? Only your best. You have to keep one mount. Just one, the rest will be deleted. I want to see what you guys pick. It was a squirrel with an acorn that covered Thancred, which is hilarious. So there was never any full butt shot. I have made that up. Okay. Hello, Eddie. What's up, mate? What's up? Waiting for your FF7 remake playthrough, I guess. Oh, I can't wait for it, mate. Alright, Fat Chocobo. Rain's keeping Fenrir. Oh, that's a nice pick. Oh, that is a nice pick. Erebos. Oh, obviously keeping that. He's keeping his monkey. His Shiva horsey. Weird Adamantoids. Hey, of course Loreley went there. Of course. Alright. Let's ride out, you sexy fiends. Oh man, my camera's going nuts right now. What? Right, there we go, that's better. Charge! Someone kill that Chipuli! Right, so what do you guys think? We might not do it today, depends. I mean, we do have a big party on. What should our next extreme primal be? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be here. Aha! So fun fact, I've been on the Hardy Daytona. The Hardy Daytona, Rain, what do you mean? What, is there a replica Hardy Daytona out there? Specifically Clod's one? Pez, need a good face shot of you to make their for some remake thumbnail. What, you want one right now? Well, right now, how will I feel when the remake comes? It'll be nuts. My genuine reaction will probably be along the lines of oh. Nah, don't do that, that was bad. Either way, a remake thumbnail, it's got to be the sexiest. It's got to be the sexiest it's ever been. Extreme Susano? I have done... Yeah, have I done Susano? I'm being a div right now. Yes, I have done Susano. Yeah. Extreme Susano. Extreme Shiva. Did we get Extreme Shiva? I feel like we got that. Kongamatu. I mean, I remember we went back to Shiva. Did we do Extreme? Oh, you can't do Extreme Susano until level 70. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. Okay. Paige, you've got to start Bahamut next. Attack! Oh, I've got a fresh new barrier. Oh. What is that tether doing? I've seen that a few times. I mean, you're a dragoon, right? Does that mean you can jump to me, or... What'd that do? Oh, it's a damage up. Oh, that's cool. We did Shiva, Bez. Yeah, we did Shiva. We did Rama. We did Ifrit. No, we did do Rama. No, we didn't do Rama. Titan, that's it. Titan, Shiva, Ifrit, Leviathan. So yeah, Mr. Ramu. What's he like on Extreme? Gives a taste. The Day of the Griffins, 8 minutes. Come on, my sweet Pezzy warriors, let's go! To the fate, to the fate. Blop. Warshafan. Warshafan. Wee, wee. Man, these mobs are so weird. That run looks like it defies physics. Alright, here we go. What are we going up against? True Griffins. Yeah! Oh, when you say Bahamut, it's about coil of Bahamut. Yeah, I've heard about that. Doing that a lot. I started that, did I not? I think I started that. Got halfway. It was like really easy or something. What was that? The Bahamut thing is binding coil, isn't it? No. But it has some sick cutscenes you should see. Oh, so Rama is a bit like Levi, you have to back off on damage at certain points. Kill him! Don't let him escape! Have you fought Odin? I mean, other than the story Odin, yeah, we do very, very early on. I've done him. Is it an extreme Odin available? So what did Alice say? Say that again if you would. No, maintain distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. Okay, she's on a pair link. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Lenora? Any trouble? Lenora, what a name. And now I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope this sort of speculative Parasaurus is going well. Oi, oi, Noxy Pox. Hello, mate. How are you holding up? Holding up in the lockdown. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it kind of sucks because the weather's getting good again. But when us British people see mildly good weather, even if it's still a bit chilly, we're like, oh man, full out war. Holy hell. Go on, Raban. Even one arm this guy is. Wow! I feel like he should put his stump, armour his stump and use it as like a stump shield. Hey, little Pippin.
You've improved, lad.
An army of...
Father, you lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
A little army of Lalafels would be terrifying. Imagine little squat, armoured, stabby boys. They've got dank armour though. Alright, it looks like we're winning this one. It's looking alright. I'm just waiting for...
Here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
Oh man, it's all just going too well. Odin can wipe the floor with level 80s.
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Okay. Alright, Fodola's not going to be here. She's on some other duty.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me.
Charge! Woohoo! Yes, this expansion is escalating to the point I've long hoped it would. I love wartime dynamic. That's why I love Type 0 so much. I love wartime dynamic type Final Fantasy settings. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, Tash, hello. It's very chill. How are you, my dearest? Good. Fedola's back in an amazing gear. Oh, I would wear Fedola's armor at a drop of a hat, and I'd rock it. Is it true I'm doing a Maximilian dudes worth of streaming today? What's a Maximilian dudes worth? Does he do ridiculously long streams? Okay, here we go.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Okay. What do, Fedola? What do?
Stand down.
Stand down?
Commander?
Really?
Tell them to stand down.
Don't say you're going to take the whole lot on your own.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than death. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders.
Okay.
Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
They're nuking it! They're nuking it! Oh, they're doing what Prompto warned us about. Buster base! Buster base strategy. Oh, pissening.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
I mean, we kind of did that. Oh, well, I mean, not really. Hien. There weren't any innocent people in the tower Hien brought down. That's kind of the same.
May I like to ask Lord Zenos yourself?
Fedola's getting on the noose.
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this.
Ooh.
We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty.
Reban and Pippin are in a jiffy.
Initiate firing sequence.
Uh-oh.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
I mean, they know about this cannon's existence, so surely they've anticipated. Even the levers. Even the levers are done like sword handles. Gunblade.
For us,
Herdolf.
for our people, for our future.
That's it. Old dead friends of hers, maybe.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Ooh.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Oh, nuts. Oh, nuts. Almost all other streamers I watch daily for like 4 to 6 hours. What, they stream like 4 to 6 hours. Well, that's the thing. It would mean doing more, like theory juice. How can you fit in the theory juice and the other videos? But I think for the rest of this week I'll be doing that much streaming. Oh god, I don't even want to press X. Oh god, here we go. Oh, I can't deal with any more death. Gosetsu has been enough death for now. Oh gosh. Does he really? Max streams like 6+ hours. I didn't know that. Does he do that on his main Max channel? Or has he got like a second playthrough channel? Maybe I've not actually ever come across that other channel. Oh man, that is a hench dirty boy. Oh, that's Sister Ray 2.0. Ponk. Oh, wow. Oh! Oh!
What in the seven hells?
Oh, get out of there, man.
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Oh, dang.
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Come on. Fucking scram, guys. Scram! They're scramming in all directions. Oh, wait, no. The Imperial's heading that way. And where? Oh! Oh, man. I mean, if that has... surely that's killed loads of our troops. If it hasn't... By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, don't you? Didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Barnia, but that was an Imperial installation and the troops were still... damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shells is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. That'd be an awful lot of damage for the Empire to do to itself. Hand off a base, blow its own tower up. This is all-out war, man. This is bitter end genocide tactics, right? The fear in Alize's eyes is unlike anything you have seen before. This way, there's no time to lose. I'm sure no one got hurt. What the hell is that? Floating fart cloud. Oh my gosh. The mounts in this game are wild. I haven't done Bahamut, you're confusing it with something else. Are cause of Bahamut and cause of binding, is that all the same thing? I swear I was doing some sort of coil, some sort of large 60-man thing that I didn't finish. Right, has the tower been dropped already? Is it no longer there? I didn't. Oh god, let's just go. Oh, I'm thinking of the Mac. Yes, that's what I'm thinking about. Trials of Mac. Yeah, that's what I'm getting confused for. Wait, who's Roche's new voice actor? I've heard that the remake voice actors are out. I actually haven't checked it out. Who is it? It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Oh god, was Alfie... No, it was Alfie boy in there. That bulkhead. Right, the locks of the massive gate appear have been disabled. You need only praise them open to pass through. City to speculate Imperators. The guy playing Hojo had a resume of Jackie Chan's adventure. Hiya, Jackie! He wasn't uncle, was he? He wasn't uncle. Hojo don't like his tea cold, does he? Right, it shall be done. I say, okay, so Raban and Pippin are... Damn it, I don't see them. My brother, or Lise. Oh my god, Lise is in there as well. Maybe the general knows something. Jackie Chan's adventure. Yeah, Jackie Chan's adventure was alright. Right, I'm glad you're here, Lenora. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alize, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take north, you take east. Yeah, I actually watched the Strange Rebel Gaming and Barrett FF7 playthrough. They were cool. They were really cool. It was fun to watch them do it. Especially as Strange Rebel Gaming. Was she blind to FF7 at that point? It's crazy she gets to play Aerith. She's a video game YouTuber and she's never played 7. What? What? The guy playing Barrett, oh, he loves FF7. You can tell it. Right. Come on, wounded serpent soldier, get up. Sephiroth is played by the current Superman on Supergirl. Oh no, not Supergirl. To be honest, I can't say that I haven't watched Supergirl. All I watched was, you know, PewDiePie's video on Supergirl. I've not heard good things about it. Right, just give me a moment to let the wound stop spinning. Would you? Alakiri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Bloody hell, people, don't just float there. There's wounded soldiers who need help. How was your pizza last night? I've actually got a few slices left. It was nice, but it bowled me over a little bit. I had to lay out. Well, I finished Guardian. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Lenora Troya. One of our Spodhems. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then and now. Oh, up I get. Up I get. I can walk, thank you. 1,000 times thank you. Look, he's perfectly fine. Conrad, can you hear me? Yes, Lisa, it's fine. No, go. Put him down over there. Oh no. Conrad is a bit aged. To be honest, I can see Conrad dropping it, and Lisa is going to become a leader. I got a feeling. In fact, didn't Conrad say he was thinking about making Lisa lead? And he said something to us about it. Anyway, quick pee. By pee, I mean snack off some cold morning pizza. I would have had to have punished you for that. I know. I'm just gonna try a little slice of this cold nice. See if it's. Ooh. One bite because my tummy's grumbling. Good. Shouldn't have done that. Wow, what is this spell effect? Who doing that? Oh god. But yeah, I don't know. Lisa becoming a leader would jeopardize her ability to be a scion, so I don't know where they go with this. You're making me hungry.
Conrad, speak to me.
You didn't even manage a third of a pizza. Are you serious? Did you not see that? The rest was garlic bread, by the way. The rest was garlic bread. I did about 60%. Like I said, that's unprecedented for me, but I'm glad I don't have the appetite I used to.
It was all so sudden.
Oh shit, is he actually dead?
Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender.
Oh wow.
When we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him.
Oh, okay, so
all that remains is to pray.
He's just seriously gravely injured.
Conrad?
Oh man. Oh, not dying words time.
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then.
Oh no.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough.
Oh.
But listen, I want.
They did. They've gone there.
The resistance in my stead.
Oh. God damn it, 14.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
This game's a goddamn savage.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but
Conrad,
because,
you bloody...
Because you're you.
Oh!
Because you're you.
Oh, Conrad. Those are some good dying words. Those are some real good, poignant dying words. I hope when I croak it, I can come up with anything as profound as that. It'll probably be, I don't want to die, I've just shot myself. But I can hope for otherwise. Oh, Conrad. Oh. You've not been on the screen much, but you give me feels, bro. I don't know how 14 does that. Even Mon Breeder hit way harder than her screen time.
To victory.
Aye.
To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Ooh. Oh, the old boy's gone. Give the man some damn Phoenix Downs. It only sorts out KO, not death. You fucking idiot. I remember seeing those comments all over the place. It only deals with KO. Oh, in the chaos of cash in my body. Oh god, is it Fordola time? I want to see what they've done to her.
Next round, double the charge.
Next round, double charge. What you took? Which Wait. Who dat? Ooh!
Come.
Ooh!
Nidhogg. We are needed.
It's a Stinian boy! Ooh, bruh! You've been away a while. What is he doing? Is he joining in the war? Oh, he is! Wait, is he taking out the cannon? Oh, he's doing it. Oh man, Estinian, you could have done it a bit sooner though. Wow, so Estinian's got like actual control over...
How can one man shoot the bastard? Shoot him!
He's actually got like power over his nidhogginess. Oh, evil god. No. I'm trying to get this in my mind. Didn't parts of Nidhogg's eyes become Shiryu, who's obviously out there along with Omega? I didn't think Estinian kept any of his Nidhogginess. Estinian is a total badass from this point onward, honestly. He's been a badass. He's been a badass this whole time. He's been a badass since day one. He's freaking epic. Kane Highwind just got demoted as my favourite Dragoon. Sorry, Kane. Shinryu. Shinryu. Yeah, there is another Shiryu, isn't there? Is there a Shiryu? A Shinryu. Yeah. Hasn't Shinryu got both Nidhogg eyes, or... What happened to those? Where are the eyes right now? Alright. Oh, we don't give a shit. Oh, we do.
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
Oh.
You're welcome,
boy, wait. So you having some like schizophrenia right now?
I want that intruder found and get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon.
You're welcome, boy. Was he saying that to Alpha No, or was that Nidhogg saying to Estinian? Nidhogg's soul is part of Estinian. Yeah, so both of Nidhogg's eyes were used to create Shinryu. I got that. But some of Nidhogg's soul is still in there. Oh, so he was saying that to Alfie. For a minute, I thought that was in a Nidhogg saying it to Estinian. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Literal plot armor. Or he's just relying on them having stormtrooper accuracy. Fix the bloody cannon. We need more Estinian. We need Estinian.
The savages are coming.
Ah, but him and Isolde, if only they were still around and they were. They were such a great dynamic, those two. Oh. By the way, thank you so much, God, for the schmeckies. I've been wondering a lot lately. I don't usually upload these episodes to Full Fantasy Peasants. Would anyone in the chat like that? Like, I don't know. I've always thought uploading an MMO is weird because you never know what you're doing in the episode. But I've been wondering if I should create a playlist and actually label them, thumbnail them, so it's actually clear what each episode is. Shall I do that? Porquay. Hello, mate. What is this? What is this? Has 14 just collapsed? Yes, do it, please. I got disconnected too. Huh? Connected to data center. Alright, so some of you would like me to do the uploads. I won't be able to go back to the very first history of the uploads, but I can go back a decent amount. I'll try to title and thumb as many of them as I can, but then I'll stick all of them in a playlist, a big old fat playlist. I think we got like 200 episodes, but it's disconnected for everyone, has it? The server just went down. Just as it was getting spicy. Oh wow, just as it was getting spicy. That was pretty spicy from start to finish. Wow, so we took a base. Frodola's got some upgrades, learned a bit about the Empire, their backstory, why they're doing what they're doing. That scientist, what's his name? I think he's a one to watch for. That Empire scientist with the purple hair, isn't he? He's a bit of a flamboyant looking fella. He's quite ominous. Estinian showed up. Conrad died. Lise got passed on the torch. Ooh. Alright, we'll have to leave it there then, which isn't a problem because I'm going to be doing a big old P4G marathon. Do another one. I did 7 hours yesterday. The only frustrating thing is, where is it? You know when I paused the episode midway through P4G yesterday? I did that because I was hoping that it would separate the episodes, because I like for the live chat to be there. But it didn't happen that way. There's now going to be a 4-hour 50 episode. Oh shit, includes copyright content? What you bastards, demonetizing me. Wow. Like nearly 7.5, 8 hours of streaming demonetized. Yeah! That's YouTube for you. So yeah, those are going to be some super long episodes, but screw it. That's the thing. That's why I'm just so grateful to everyone like Evil God. Thank you so much, mate. Who else? There was someone else who dropped a schmecky. Cloud7. Because, yeah, YouTube monetization is a bloody mess. And even if it is monetized, you don't earn jack shit now. You guys genuinely keeping me doing what I love doing. Being a professional live streamer. Sad, I only woke up at 14. Oh, Alex Frank, I'm sorry, mate. The servers are down, but I'll get P4G fired up probably in about 50 minutes. I'll finish that cold ass pizza. Start about 12. 550 people wait to log back in. Pez, you need to wait a solid 1 to 2 minutes after any stream for it to generate a new link. See, I did do that before when I paused previously, and that's why I thought I could do it quicker. But yeah, you got to wait a little while. YouTube said most people's will have more vids take down during the this pandemic just because of lack of staff. Right, so they need to do more broad blanket kind of measures. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's fair. All right, guys, I'll see you in an hour-ish for P4G. Thank you so much, guys. Have a sexy, succulent morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. Pez, do you play 14 on PC or PlayStation? PC, but I use the PlayStation controller. Actually, before I leave, there's one video I want to watch. Where is it? Someone tweeted out to me to watch this, to do a reaction to this. I've not looked at it yet, but I saw the like-dislike ratio. I'm gonna have a quick mull over this. 10 things fans hate about Final Fantasy VII. That is a bold video. I can't even. I'm a massive fanboy, so I might not be the most objective in this, but I don't even think I could pick 10 things. What would I even pick? Maybe the terrain. The terrain was sometimes really hard to spot. Like, you would get lost. You wouldn't see that plank led to there, and you'd get lost in the maze. Sometimes the little timed quest things, like the safe. That's just a personal gripe. Like, I could never figure out the safe. Yeah, fuck knows what else they've picked. But yeah.
Even
I can get requests
like
for this.
Final Fantasy VII, which is widely considered one of the greatest games ever made, is not without its issues. And
fucking lie already. It's perfect in every way. Masterpiece.
Though its issues might not be as plentiful or bothersome as lesser games, it does have some. Square Enix will be hoping to fix as many of them as they can with Final Fantasy VII Remake and all of the...
I don't think that's the aim, to try to fix what the original did wrong. I don't think that's ever crossed Square Enix's mind. What can we fix that was wrong? I think the more thought process is enhanced than fixed. But
the successive installments of this massive remaking project. But before that, here, we're going to take a look at 10 faults that the original Final Fantasy VII often gets criticized for.
Often? Okay, go on.
Random battles.
Overrated.
This is a criticism that can be applied wholesale to most older JRPGs.
Go on.
Random battles were not just common. They were a staple among turn-based RPGs back during the days of the PS1 and even before that. And as time has gone on, those issues have, in retrospect, seemed even more frustrating to many people than they did before. Being bombarded with randomly occurring battles is an issue that such games suffer from. So even...
Okay, I get it that it hasn't aged well, the random encounters thing, but what the fuck? and I mean, maybe with 4 you could say random encounters, or 5. They were pretty savage at times. Like sometimes you would get bombarded. I remember the old 4. You'd bloody walk an inch. You'd walk an inch. And then some of those battles were just bullshit. Like you'd get those demon doors. They were only designed to steal your Phoenix Downs, pilfer your inventory. That could get pretty savage. But 7 balanced it well. And what is a random battle? What is a random battle? All it is walking on a map where you can't see the enemy and you get pulled into it. How is a remake any different? Like when those soldiers come down the slope with the thing, how is that not still a random battle? The only difference is you can see them coming, but it's still random that you don't have control. You're still forced into the fight. So is it just the frustration of the invisibility aspect? Because I felt 7 balanced. The consistency
Even though this
of random fights quite well, but
exclusive to Final Fantasy VII, it is a problem.
No, it's
how much
not.
it bothers you
No,
will
it's not.
probably vary depending on how much tolerance you have for random battles. There's tons of people who aren't bothered by them too much or at all, and if you're someone who grew up on the games with random encounters, you might not find them frustrating going back to Final Fantasy VII even today.
yeah, I get that, but
issues.
didn't you even have like a materia that would reduce or eliminate random encounters? But anyway, I don't even see why you'd want to do that. That's the point of the game. That's the entire point. That is what is advertised on the box. I mean, you could just say that for any combat system. For any combat system. Oh, 15. Oh, 13. You could say it about literally any combat system. Just go, this combat system is that. Some people be frustrated by that. Some people like that. Yeah. Great point, mate. Go on.
Final Fantasy VII had an infamously bad translation back when it first launched. The game was riddled with grammatical errors, spelling mistakes, instances of repeated dialogue, and weirdly named
But they were
items and
they were
even
funny.
enemies in
They
English
were
and in
jokes.
several other Western languages.
They were endearing.
The
I mean,
German translation is considered particularly bad.
I mean, some of the translations would be misleading to the point like the Cetra traveled planet to planet. I thought Cetra were an alien race, quite frankly. So there were a few things, but you can't get generally pissed at like this guy are sick. I really want. Am I the only one who wants a remake for Aerith to still just say this guy are sick? I want it to be actually vocalized. I think it'd be freaking hilarious. But I mean, I still think it's an unfair criticism. It's like a little nitpick. When we're going back to 97 and the whole translation work that was coming out for international games at that point, it was early days. It was a lot of work. The gaming industry was fledgling. And at that point, it was pretty good. Like, I feel like these are all just hindsight gripes that, if you go back to the actual time, weren't really a problem and aren't even now. This is nitpicking like crazy.
Unskippable summons cutscenes. The first time we were all playing Final Fantasy VII and we used summons, the cutscenes that followed were a sight to behold. They were flashy,
exactly.
epic, and emblematic of the game's high production values. But when you have to watch those same cutscenes
So much
every single
work.
time you use summons, it could get on your nerves, especially considering how long some of them can be. Worse still is
It's
the fact that
Knights of the
unless you
Round,
play the
right?
game on PC with mods, those cutscenes cannot even be skipped.
Yeah, Knights Around was a little bit crazy. The others didn't last really that long. But that just goes down to how much you're spamming summons. Again, that's a player preference. That's a bit of choice. I love how the first criticism was you didn't have a choice of what you did in combat. And now this criticism is about complete choice. But I mean, the amount of work that went into those summons, I don't blame Square Enix for being like, you fucking watching this, man. You were like, I remember reading one of the old directors talking about Titan. When he like lifts the floor and flips it over, like he went into all the details about how they did that, how they thought it was impossible, and they invested all this money into this new tech, a crazy amount, just to be able to pull off something like that as a 3D terrain flipping. It was nuts. And if I'd have put that much work and money in, I'd be like, sit your ass down and watch this. Skip my ass.
About breeding. Chocobo breeding has to be among the worst side activities in Final Fantasy VII.
So again, something
or in the entire
completely
series,
optional
to be
that you
frank.
can
Pretty
completely
much every
skip
single
that
aspect
some
of this
people did
activity was
enjoy.
an absolute chore.
No.
It involved a ton of grinding through
disagree.
random encounters.
I
You were
liked
forced to
it.
participate in races, which weren't fun enough to even be able to carry you.
You lying bastard! This is not true! It is so very, very fun. I was like... I don't even know why I'm watching this video. I knew I'd just get all defensive and weird. Yeah, this guy'd be nitpicking. There's a difference between personal preferences of dislike, personal nitpicks like, oh, there's that mini game, that optional one that I didn't really like that much. And, oh, I hate there's something intrinsically wrong with the game.
All of that exposure. You have to focus on raising their stats. And worst of all, the core aspect of the breeding activity was completely random. So even if you did everything else perfectly, the actual final result was based completely on luck. We wouldn't mind seeing this activity getting completely removed, or at least heavily altered in the remake.
No, there's got to be chocobo breeding. It will look so sexy and you can make it so cool. The only thing I'm chuckling at is I remember I was so young and immature at the point I did chocobo breeding. That when there was the whole thing of like getting a male and a female chocobo, my little brain was like, I'm making these chocobos smash. I was like, oh, chocobo 6. I'm controlling chocobo 6. I couldn't get past that point in my immature brain. I can't now, which doesn't say much about my aging, but chocobo breeding was great. It was so satisfying. It was so like, I feel like a lot of these points just comes from someone who's disconnected from the things we used to do back in those days to get like new content or side content or things no one had done. Like we would go to insane lengths to do things. Even minor things, just get minor weapons or see that little extra insignificant thing or open that safe or when your chocobo turned green and then it turned blue, you'd be like, oh, this is so sick. And there was none of the internet culture to be like, oh, this is lame, this is fucking shit. The narrative of low attention span people who didn't care. We had none of that. I'm sure you guys know what I'm vibing right now. The lengths you would go just to do some extra spicy things. It was perhaps one of the most satisfying things about games of that generation. One of the most endearing things. Not one of the worst. Have you done Chocobo Racing in 14? I have, and I keep losing. The others, they cheat. They've got chocobos that are enhanced. They're athletically enhanced chocobos. Ain't no drug testing in 14.
Yuffie. Final Fantasy VII's cast of
Just
characters
Yuffie.
boasts some of the most memorable and beloved personalities we've ever seen in video games. But there are a few bad seeds in there as well. And the baddest of them all...
Before he even says it, I'm just going to say the scrappy half pint trope is one of the most underappreciated, shitted on, whined about things ever. And I get it, the scrappy half pint, the Yuffies, the Rikus, but it's just a trope that Japan love to play, and it plays so well in the parties. I like it. I don't hate it. And like Vanille, for example, everyone whines on Vanille. I feel like it's such a lame, obvious thing to do. Just roast the scrappy half pint and just use their flamboyant, over-the-top, exuberant personality as just to go, bad. Don't care about their story, their arcs, what they go through. Vanille, for example, highly intelligent player of 13. One of the core players who does a lot of significant stuff in the story. Now, Vanille's just there to be... And it's like, no. I get why some people dislike it, but I think a lot of people love Yuffie. And it's funny that he's gone Yuffie and not Kate Sith. I feel like if he'd have said Kate Sith, I feel like those dislikes would have been halved. Which while we're quickly on this, I don't understand how YouTube works these days. Back in a YouTube of a year or two ago, if someone had 908k subscribers, this would be unheard of. Barely 8k views? What's happening in the world of YouTube right now? And I keep seeing this everywhere, like, Tyrone Magnus, he's another one. I mean, I could name loads of channels who have millions of subscribers, but all of the latest videos get 10, 15, 20k. So what I'm thinking is, like, surely no one's getting notified. Like, all the Gaming Bolt subscribers, are they getting notified? Because I'm sorry, if you send out 908,000 notifications of this video, you're going to get more than that, son. You're going to get more than that. What's going on? Anyway.
Is Yuffie, a character who is nothing short of insufferable every time she opens her mouth and every second she exists. She's whiny. She talks crap about the other characters all of the time. She's completely self-involved.
But why does she do that?
Worst qualities.
That's the point. Why does she do that? Why? This is the same question I have to ask to everyone. The same people who say Cloud is an emo or Barrett is an over-the-top, like, aggressive, stereotypical black man, which we've seen loads of articles. The question is why? It's not the point that a game is portraying characters in initially superficial, two-dimensional way where their flaws are really being enhanced and exaggerated and shown, which can happen to anyone. I could meet any of you down the street and I catch you on that day and all your douchebag qualities are showing. Same for me. That's what it's about. But the point is, where does it evolve from there? And that's the part that people fucking miss, and it infuriates me. Follow up. Did her arc end completely poop? I mean, I suppose it did. She just nicked the materia at the end. Well, no, she didn't. She didn't actually. Does she know? What does Yuffie do? She says to Cloud that he can hold on to her materia, and then Advent Children's like, you keeping my materia safe. I don't know. I think Yuffie had some depth. I feel like, especially when we go to Wu Tai, we see the whole thing with her dad. We get enough foundation. We see the overturning arc. There's plenty of characters that don't get that kind of fleshing out, and you can complain on them, but not my girl Yuffie. Don't even. Don't even. A character with no flaws is boring. I know, but some people fucking love that shit. Some people just want a bloody Clark Kent. That's all they bloody want. They want an OP anime, flawless in every single way, badass, from start to finish. I don't like that. I want to see some more grit, some more down-to-earth qualities. For example, and this is why I'm annoyed they didn't show it with Noctis, the whole thing about him not liking vegetables, loving anime, being a lazy, slobby, geeky, nerdy boy who couldn't be asked to do anything. I love that. That is great.
Character, so you can at least completely ignore her existence if you want to.
Exactly, which is also why...
Calm flashback.
It's
to be
optional.
Completely honest, for a first playthrough, the
calm flashback. Come on, sir. Come on. One of the most exciting, awesome, thrilling, we're on an amazing story moments. You can't say calm flashback. That's simply not an option. Fuck you. Fuck a year. I mean, the opening of 7 is incredible. Most RPGs used to be really slow, boring starts. FF7 came in with energy. Came in with energy and gumph, and Calm continued that so nicely. So I need to hear his reasoning first. I'm ranting before I should be.
Actually really, really cool. They provide a great deal of narrative context,
yeah.
And as far as stakes and momentum for the story are concerned, this is where things start really getting good. Playthroughs, this section is a bit of a chore to sit through. It's a bit too long, and knowing that it's keeping you from being able to go out into the overworld and really dive into the meat and potatoes of the experience makes it feel even more winding. Wu Tai side...
Motherfucker. I swear. I mean, that's such a ridiculous thing to say, to be like, this part was really sick when the game came out because it added a lot of story and a lot of juice to it, and this was where really things started taking off. But when I have to play it back, I still have to go and experience that story thing. Like on playbacks, the story just doesn't suddenly shift around. And certain parts are a bit too long and just magically shortened. What are you saying, man? What are you saying? I could sit there and be like, oh yeah, like when I replay 13, like, I have to watch all these cutscenes and things back. Well, I suppose you can skip them. That's not a good example, but you can't go back to a retro game and be like, the story elements of this game are keeping me from enjoying the gameplay of the game. I know the story, so I don't want to see it again. I just want to run around on the overworld map. I mean...
Quest. Chances are, if you've played Final Fantasy VII, you have bad memories of the entire Wutai side quest. The very definition of a pace killer. This entire section felt out of place in the entire
real triggered,
game,
man.
and going through it was a tedious exercise. Yuffie is also a pretty prominent character here, and we've already spoken about our
Again, this whole list makes zero sense. So you said, Calm was crap. No, Calm is a bad thing. Fans hate Calm because when they play the game back, they have to do Calm. So then you go to Wutai, which is optional. And then you're like, they got to do Wutai. No, you don't. No, you don't.
like for her, which makes the whole thing even more unbearable. Sure, it's a side quest, which means it is avoidable.
Right.
Finishing it is also the only way to get Leviathan, so missing it entirely.
A summon, which you will then complain about having to sit through the entire animation of. Do you see your roundabout logic, mate? This... I get it. 10 things players hate about the original. You know, it's a video that all people go and click on it, even though fucking no one has, but bloody good attempt anyway, mate. But no, I couldn't disagree stronger, and the logic is just really backwards at places.
Early is not exactly a great option. Cosmo Canyon. The Cosmo Canyon section has redeeming qualities of its own, in that it puts the limelight on Red 13, who's a solid character.
My brain is cringing. You're just picking some of the best parts from FF7, like huge chapters, and saying, man, fans don't like that. If it was true, if fans hated all the things that you are saying, aka the primary way the combat system works and all the elements involved, main entire cutscenes, I think the game would just be a hated game. I think of very few fans, if you were to poll them on these points they're making, probably only 10% would agree. Not even that. Not even across the entire spectrum. This is a guy's personal dislikes. I get that now. FF7 is overrated. I mean, I'm not even gonna disagree with you there, because overrated, I don't know. Overrated is a weird word that has a lot of... No, does it live up to it now? The hype that it still has, or did it live up to it then? It's the context of time. I feel like that's so important. Seriously, who suggested this video to Pez? Someone who fucking knew it would get a rise out of me.
Far outweigh the positives. The dungeon is winding and annoying to get through, and getting through the area is an exercise in patience in and of itself, due to its poorly designed layout. Great Glacier. The Great Glacier is probably one of the worst sections in all of Final Fantasy VII, if not the worst. Conceptually, it has some really good ideas, and desperately making your way through an environment that is a nightmare to traverse while your resources continue to...
Are you seriously trying to make it seem like that little overlip mountain pass was like a confusing, how do I get over this? All of these parts of FF7 is what makes it so beautiful and also so mind-blowing in the remake. Like these huge varieties of scenes and locations and the size and the grandeur and the freedom and the depth that they all had. I mean, my patience was very rarely tested on FF7 because everything was just so much variety, so much to get through. Now, we ain't talking chapter 13 of FF15 here. We're talking genuinely mind-blowingly designed areas that were so fresh, so much variety. You know, maybe if when we were going through Great Glacier, there were like 2 mobs that were getting like rinsed and repeated constantly, but there wasn't. They would break up with new mobs and new things and constant cutscenes and different areas. You'd see different, ice rooms, and then you'd have a mini game to climb up. And they broke the pacing so perfectly throughout. Broke it up to make it so engaging. You must have had the patience of a gnat. To have found your patience being tested this often and this easily.
Wendell can be a pretty tense experience. But Final Fantasy VII infused that concept with aggravating mechanics that made it a chore more than anything else. And by the way, just thinking about the process of getting the Alexander materia gives us PTSD flashbacks.
Which, why would you want that?
Condor.
Again, another summon that would take ages?
The Fort Condor mission is a perfect example of a great idea being let down by poor execution. A minigame that is essentially a strategy game in your RPG. Sounds pretty cool, right?
I loved it.
Well,
it was great.
The execution basically turns it into a mundane, tedious activity, and the fact that there is really no point to even doing it, especially since you get the Phoenix materia regardless, makes us question why it was even in the game to begin with.
Because it was just fun to do. And again, optional. Like, I loved this little game. I had so much fun with it. Oh man, I really hope we get this RTS in remake. I really do. I think it could be so cool. But yeah, it was a weird kind of shoehorned in thing, but I don't know, I personally loved it. I ain't got any of this guy's views. Is that it? Is that it? Wow. Fort Condor was shit. Like 4 major areas of parts of the game, shit. Most of the mechanics of the game, shit. Alright, I'm done. There we go. 10 things players hate about the original. How many of them did you guys agree with? Genuinely. And don't let my ranting and naysaying convince you otherwise. Were there any parts you genuinely agreed with? I don't know. Fort Condor could have been done better, definitely. There are things that could be done better, but then so many things were done better. It was just one part of a huge network of amazing things, and I love that variety. This is why Final Fantasy VII is so dear to me. I've never been so genuinely pulled in and amazed and awestruck at just the sheer size of things to do. Anyone remember that first time you leave Midgar? That feeling. The only other time I've had that in a game, and this might sound sad and nerdy, was World of Warcraft. I remember when I first started that, and I got to like the crossroads, and I was like, there's a road there, there's a road there, there's a road there. And depending which way I go, I'm going to go into a whole new world of experience. And it was just like, oh. And FF7 was the first thing that gave me that. Man, alright, guys, personal gripes. Anyway, I'm going to go eat some cold ass pizza. Be back for P4G later. Love you very much, guys. Toodle pip. See you later, Crystal, mate. I disagree wholeheartedly with what the vid said. I'm still hoping the remake will have the option to mimic the gameplay, classic gameplay more. Well, I mean, obviously, they've got the, they've got the strategy mode. What are they calling that? ATB mode. It's not really ATB though. The tactical mode. Is that what they're calling it? Tactical mode. It's the closest it's going to get. The game made me cry for years. Oh yeah, what are the comments? Yeah. 10 things people have about a gaming bolt. Individuals that assume my opinion equals everyone's or savage. Dude, literally that's what Final Fantasy was about back in the day. Ran battles for me anyway. I like the ran battles, the whole thing that you were getting when you bought the game. Absolutely. I mean, it sounds like you just hate Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I mean, he started with going, it's a masterpiece game that everyone loves. Oh, there's the disclaimer. Let's go in. Being bombarded with the battles on. I mean, I've got to say, it was an admirable, courageous attempt to go in on such a loved game with ravenous ass fanboys like myself. Courageous. I'm going to give him points for at least trying. I wouldn't have the nuts or the objectivity to do it. That's when I stopped watching this video. You generally hate the Final Fantasy franchise, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's really curious to me, all the new sort of Final Fantasy VII remake and original content that's coming out now. You can always tell the people who have actually played it. Like, it's so easy to see when someone's actually played it and hasn't. Not to say this person hasn't, because they have, but I don't know. It's really easy to see when people are just trying to cover it. They're trying to come out of the woodworks and cover something about it. Because it's just so hype. I need to cover something. Pez needs more spacebar. I've obliterated mine. When I punched it, I actually I did a bit of damage. Yeah, you can really tell when someone is trying to squeak an FF7 video out. I feel like this was a squeaker. Squeaker! I reiterate, this guy should not play tactics. I've been seeing the word tactics a lot lately. Someone said, have I played War of the Lions last night on stream? Which I have. But what's been going on with tactics? We've got War of the Visions. Oh, is it because it's done a Brave Exvius? Wait, War of the Visions, Final Brave Exvius. Oh, that new game. Oh, wait, no, War of the Visions. So I'm thinking War of the Lions. War of the Visions. Is that actually come out into the West now? Found by 10 million. Skibbity boo. Skibbity bop bop. Has it come out? Because it actually looked pretty good, to be honest. It was pretty good. God, if that guy of you on F7, I hate to see what he said about 10. I love that game. I freaking love 10. Oh man, 10 gonna make me cry. 10 makes me tear up just saying the word 10, to be honest. Oh God, I've got the end, the Tidus leaving part playing in my mind's eye, and it's hurting. I'm not impressed with War of the Visions though. Have you actually played it? I know it had like a Type 0 kind of vibe. Again, I always show my Type 0 dinkle how much I love it. They stuffed up with microtrans. Microtrans shit show. Yeah, because you had like the different like factions, like the flags and sort of the warish kind of element. Further, you're about to play Final Fantasy XIV housing demolition suspended. Has temporarily suspended automatic housing demolition. Wait, is that because of coronavirus? They don't want any homeless 14 players. Ah, shit. Is there an Eorzea quarantine that I missed? Oh, crap, we've been running around out in the globe today. Oh, man, that was very irresponsible of us. Well done, 14. Suspending housing demolition. Yeah, I don't get what Square Enix have honestly got such an opportunity to make their mobile. I'm not really interested in mobile games, but they've got such a golden opportunity to continue being a big player on the mobile scene. Like Brave Exvius and Mobius were very, very fucking juicy. Like way juicy enough for you, Square. Way enough profit margin. I'm barely even saying grammar. You don't need to be doing all of these fucking 15 a new Empire. You don't need to be doing microtrans robbery. Why? You've got the platform. You're already getting a good reputation, which it just seems you're trying more and more to screw over. Why get greedy out of the mobile scene? I know it's so easy to. It's so easy. People are addicted to their mobiles. You get whales that just drop anything. But isn't it just a very obvious temptation? That at a business perspective, you'll be like, oh yeah, nah, let's not go down that path. Yeah, Opera Omnia, see, that's doing freaking amazing as well. Stick to the good ones and people will buy them and you'll make more than enough money. You don't need to be fucking crossing arms with, what were those thieves? Who were the 15 in New Empire thieves? Thieving little buggers. Oh, what was their name? Was it Machine Zone? I don't want to say if I'm getting it wrong. I think it was Machine Zone. Where the CEO of, was it shit Machine Zone? Anyway, the CEO of whoever they teamed up with 15 in New Empire, yeah, he literally came out and he's like, oh, we don't care about games. He actually said this at one of his CEO meetings. He was like, we don't care about games. We've just found a way to turn video games into an algorithmic formula where we can fish out whales and sharks and people who drop the money. We've taken influence from literal casinos. It's capitalism, Pez. It's interesting to see capitalism being tested during these worrisome global times. A lot's being shown to us in these coronavirus times. It's interesting. It ain't pretty. None of it's pretty. It ain't pretty, but at least it's true. Ain't pretty, but it's true. Anything I'm missing? I don't know how I've ended up just going on a random ass post 14 rant. I'm sorry, guys. Most probably came in for Eorzea. Oh, what's this? Oh, right, yeah, he ain't going to be appearing in the first one. Is there anything else I've missed? Final Fantasy wise? Reno is showing up in Oppromnia. The greed of some organisations is sickening. I know, it's freaking nuts. All the visions. Ooh, Full Metal Alchemist. Event now live in Mobius. Oh my goodness. I've only seen like 4 or 5 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. I can't get that hype. But that's his little brother, right? That's his little bro, if I recall. Alchemized his brother into it. What else we got? Important toy news. Oh, these little polygon things. I actually really like these. I think these are great. Wasn't it? It wasn't that Joker one, but I think Nomura has even done a lot of. He's done a lot of DC action figure designs. I think he did like a Japanese style Batman one. But yeah, I love these. I want these so much. They're freaking great. What are these made out of? Like plastic? Oh, look at that. They're brilliant. Unboxing Final Fantasy fun. But this time it's moving forward, which is with these Final Fantasy 7 Polygon toys from Square Enix. Right, you can order an 8-pack of these figures. Okay. Randomly picked. Ooh, how many choices will there be? For about $64. They stand about 2 inches tall. Oh, that's quite... I don't know. I don't know. It's about Square Enix pricing, to be honest, which is still filthy. Oh, well, I don't know about Link's face there. Ooh. I want an original FF7 Cloud one pretty bad. Pretty cool. Play Arts Batman. Yeah, I think Nomura did it. Yeah, the Nomura Batman designs look cool. Yeah, I remember seeing them. Be like, I wish I cared more about Batman. I've got the Cloud, Tifa and Reg figures. Love them. What, the Polygon ones? Yeah, I mean, I've got so much merchandise. But I'm thinking I've got to clear it all out soon. Not clear out, I mean, I love it, but I'm not going to put Tasha making me hang them all up again until I get a new house. So I'm thinking about doing big ass giveaways of my merch. I might do. Maybe the plushies. Oh, I do love the plushies. Right. Cloud can be a bit lame. Yes, you can. Anyway, we're on to page 4 now. I think that's about it. In the world of Final Fantasy, I'm going to go to the pip, guys. Oh, Pez, did you see the link I sent you in Patreon? I'm going to go catch him on emails and Patreon this eve. Get it, do some things, but I'll check it out, mate. I'll check it out. A link is sent on Patreon. I'll have a look. Mr. Franco. Love to all my Patreoners, by the way. Going to be flying out some new juicy things. How many Patreon peasants we've got in the house right now? I actually have a few play-out figures. You can grab these. We're done. See you later, guys. Till the pit, mate. Crystal, Liquid Sword, Sabrina, Anund, Icefire, and all things Jake Piercy, Marcus Deans, Rat King, until P4G. I don't know why I did that. That looked like a Nazi salute. I didn't mean that. I meant to wave like the Queen. My name is Queen Death.